Hey, what is up guys? GuitarRock here, welcome back to another Girls Frontline 2 video. Current guild season for Gunsmoke Frontline. So as you can see, we're gonna have the hydro and burn damage dealt increase. So I want to focus in this particular video on the burn team. Because finally, for once, burn team is now complete. Alright, so you guys, if you guys are not aware, we got Centaurisi for the healer. Alright, she's going to be the best one in slot in this particular case. We got Qiuhua as one of the main DPS, depending on whether or not you have V6 Qiuhua or not. But if you don't, she's going to be the best one. We got Shakri, which is a free-to-play character. Alright, she's one of the best 4-star in the burn team right now. And Vector is the support that enables this team because she's going to be able to convert all of the ballistic damage or the physical damage to burn damage, right? And last but not least, we got Qiuhua. Now obviously my own personal Qiuhua, she's currently V0. I'm going to go to my guild and you can see we got some V6 available right there. So that's going to be the one that I'm going to try to take advantage of. So there's one right here, there's one right here. So this one is going to be a better one. So as you can see, this is a Qiuhua with Trailblazer V3 right there. Alright, so we got a V6 for this particular one, V6R3. So let's see how strong is this particular one. So that's the stats right there, 86% crit rate, 173% crit damage. That's definitely better than my my own Qiuhua. My Qiuhua has I think 70% crit rate and like 150 crit damage. So let's jump into this. I'm going to show you guys in this particular case I'm going to take this one, right? Damage dealt by 20% while hit recovery is active. So we're going to test this out on this particular boss and we'll see how the damage is going to be like in this particular case. Okay, so as you can see, we got Vector right there, Centaurisi. Okay, so things are going to be as per follows. Now I'm going to show you guys the rotation and stuff, but do keep in mind that, you know, the things may change depending on the bosses that you fight, right? So this particular boss, Berserker Barbarity, this particular bear right here, we have Qiuhua all the way at the back. That's fine. You always want to start off with, what's the name? Qiuhua right here. Alright, so we're gonna go in with Qiuhua. It's just going to be, hers is very simple, right? You constantly spam the support skill, just constantly. We go in with Vector afterwards. We enable the burn tile right there. Alright, so you can use skill 1. I think most of the time people prefer to use skill 1 over skill 2. Alright, so for the first turn, also you want to stack the buffs first, so her skill 2 is stronger. So we get the buffs up first before we go in next, right? And you can see the support attack for everyone. So Centaurisi is gonna come here. So we are not gonna use our healing yet. So this particular boss, specifically for this particular boss, right? We do have the debuffs that the boss is going to give us. So we try to basically gather as much of those as possible before we go in, and then we cleanse the debuff just to get the extra bonus later on. So Shakri, we're gonna stack her ultimate skill, which is the zoom in there to increase our damage, and then of course in this case go in afterwards, right? Okay, so Qiuhua is always going to be the last one moving in this particular case. So she is going to be how it is. So you can either move her, I would say like in this particular case it doesn't really matter where she's going to be at. So I'm just gonna jump. Alright, in this particular case we are going to, okay, is that the best that I can do? I'm trying to see if I can move her a little bit here, and I want to jump at this particular spot, right? So we're gonna use skill 2, jump here, and then we're gonna use that skill afterwards. Okay, and then ultimate skill afterwards. So that's going to be the one that does the most damage. Okay, so let's see. Now the boss is going to apply the debuffs to us. So you can see that debuff is the heart-shaped red color thing, right? So that is the one. You want to purposefully get hit by that. So those things are going to be this thing right here, right? For those of you who are not aware, alright, this is going to be the keen carving. Now you want to cleanse this debuff to basically maximize your damage. For those of you who are not aware already of the boss mechanics right here. So this keen carving, now this keen carving thing, if cleanse, all allied units gain critical cascade. and that is going to be critical damage increase by 10%. So that's why we are stacking as much of the things as possible, right? So again, with Chongju, we're just gonna go with this particular one, skill 4. So now you can either choose to cleanse right now or cleanse a little bit later, but for me I like to do it right now. So because we are going to be able to use our ultimate skill with Centauri C, you're cleansing that. So now we get the critical cascade, right? So we're gonna be able to cleanse that and basically gather as much damage as possible. Now of course, depending on how it is at the next turn, right? The boss is going to have the bubble or the shield. Now if you prefer then that's fine, alright, you can also do it later. But because Centauri C she's going to be able to use 2 ultimate in the full rotation, pretty much, right? So we're trying to maximize that just right there. Okay, so Shakri, go with the ultimate skill and then skill 2 afterwards. Alright. And then Qiuhua is going to move last with the frying pan. So we're trying to gather... So notice Qiuhua need to like... she needs to gather all of those first. And then now we can use the frying pan skill, alright? Go with that. Bam. So positioning is kind of important for this boss, how you want to put your characters, just due to the nature of like there's going to be buffs that you can obtain later on, right? So if you guys are not aware, I think this is the particular one, turn 3. Okay, the boss is gonna hit us, AoE, and then it's gonna scratch. Let's see. Okay, so we have the bubble, right? Now during this one, during turn 3, now you can see there's all of these things on the map. So I do position my characters in a way that is easier for us to get this thing, right? So for those of you who are not aware, this particular thing right here, maybe you guys can't see it because my face cam is blocking, but every time you get this, 20% damage boost, right? Increase the unit's damage by 20%. Also, the boss has this particular bubble that will increase the boss's defense. So in this case, the best one is going to be Chongju. Alright, Chongju is going to be the best character to get that, followed by Qiuhua and Shakri. That's my top 3 damage dealer, right, for this particular one. So that is why we are going with this. Okay, so we're gonna try to reduce the boss stability for now. Grab all of these. So the boss do have 65 stability index, we're trying to reduce that. Okay, that's painful, that's fine. Alright, we're gonna hit with Centauri C. Nice. So your Qiuhua, if the Qiuhua is V6, you should have the jump again right here, right? So Shakri can grab this. Make sure you click on the ammo supply, and then we come back to that position. So for this one, we're just gonna use the basic skill. We don't have to use the zoom in stack. So we save it for the next turn. Okay. Bam, gonna get smacked right there, but it's fine. So now for this one, we're gonna go and grab that. Qiuhua can move quite far, alright? So we are going to come back here, same position. So if you want to, you can also, alright? Move her a little bit, 1 tile closer to Vector. I don't think it's that big of a... It's not really that big of a difference, depending on the position between these 2 tiles, right? But either way, just gonna get scratched right here. Alright, every time you get scratched, you get that... What is it called again? The red color heart thing, kin carving. Alright, so we're gonna stack that, as much of that as we can. So we still can't do anything for now. So I believe the next one at turn 5 is going to be somewhere down here. I can't remember the exact position. So you might want to position your Chongju according to that. So we're gonna go with this. Now regarding the turns for Vector versus Centauri C, it doesn't really matter for as long as if they don't have the ultimate skill for Vector, it doesn't matter. But ideally, if Vector has the ultimate skill and you want to apply the burn scorched tiles thing, then you want Vector to go first. So that's pretty much what it is for the rotation, right? So again, stack zoom in, and then 3 go right here. So far, Let's see. I think with this team we should be able to get at least 5,000. 5,500. Actually, I didn't maximize this particular at least for my Cheongju's keys. I should have given my own Qiuhua's keys, because Qiuhua has her own key that you can use on Cheongju, right? I should have done that so that my Cheongju can do even more. This is not my Qiuhua anyways. This is going to be for V6 Qiuhua from my guild member. So I should have done that actually. That would have given me a slightly better result. So if you guys have your own Qiuhua and you did build her to the max and you managed to get her keys, now keep in mind you can basically, alright, so get that for give that to Cheongju. So now you can see I align it so that we can grab this particular one, and then we're gonna go back to that position. Alright, constantly using. So Centaur Risi. Now this is the one we're gonna go cleanse the debuff again. Alright, and then we're gonna get all the necessary stuff, and then we're gonna go with these particular. Gonna grab this for Shakri. Shakri is gonna grab that. Again, we're gonna stack the zoom in right here, and we're gonna use this right here. Okay, so that's going to do decent damage, and then we're gonna use Qiuhua to go and jump. So for Qiuhua, we are just going to walk to get here, right? But to get back to where we were, we'll have to jump. Jump, it is. Okay, so jump and then use the ultimate skill afterwards. That's going to be for Qiuhua's rotation. Now as far as I know, if your Qiuhua is not V6, then you won't be able to rotate this as much. Damn, okay. So that's going to be the jump, and then we're gonna have to scratch. Hit Shakri. Scratch everyone. Okay. So we are going to have one last one later. Okay, so this is currently turn 6. So Burnt House, reapply that. Reapply that, okay, so get countered, that's fine. Go with this. Oh. Okay, so far 140. I don't think I'll be able to kill the boss, right? But I should be able to at least I should be able to reduce it to below 100. Maybe times 50 is going to be my guess. Alright, for Shakri, normal attack. So this is 124. Okay, so end action for this one. Let's go with the frying pan attack, whatever this one is called. Boom. They should do the frying pan sound, you know? Like that would be like the frying pan banging sound effect, right? Like you hear that metal clanking sound. That would be nice. Okay, because like that attack basically has no sound. So far we're getting 5.3k points all in. Okay, so the last one we're gonna have the shield, and this is going to be the turn that we are also going to be able to grab another ammo supply. Ammo supply for life. Okay, so Centaur Risi. So we're gonna go with this. Times 23. So this last one we're just trying to remove the stability index as well. So trying to go as much as we can. Skill 1. Okay. So Shakri is gonna grab this. Preferably, can I move back there? I can't. That's fine. So this is the last round anyways. We don't really need to stack the debuffs anymore. Okay, never mind. I can still move there. So let's just reposition. I'm gonna grab this. Grab the ammo supply. So I'm gonna move here as closer as I can to the particular boss area. Okay, so let's see. This is going to be the last instance of damage. Times 65. Okay, that's a lot of... Qiuhua's multiplier alone did so much to the boss. That's pretty insane. I couldn't get 6,000 points or score. Let's see how much by the end. 5.9k. 5893 to be precise, right? So let's have a look at the damage statistics. How did Qiuhua did comparatively to everyone else? And you can see right here, the Qiuhua that I have did 56% of the overall damage right there. Pretty interesting, right? That's again, this is if you have a V6 Qiuhua, this is going to be what it is. I've shown the gears earlier, and you know, Chongju number 3, Shakri number 2, with Vector and Centauri C at the end right there. So again, this is going to be how the burn team is going to be, right? I think this is pretty much how it is for the foreseeable future. If you are looking to just focus down on one particular team and you're looking to invest as much as you can in your burn team, then getting a V6 Qiuhua is going to be how it is. Alright, she is going to be the best damage dealer right now for the burn team. Now obviously the concept is going to be with her being reliant specifically in burn team. Alright, if you try to use her in other teams, she is not going to do as much damage. Alright, it's just going to all fall apart. So one thing to note is I can show you guys my what is that? My Chongju's gears. Alright, just so you guys, if you guys want to have a, you know, point of comparison, this is the one that I have on Chongju. Alright, with the keys and all. Now I should probably try to get better keys on her. But of course, we do got the golden melody with, this is going to be, look at this muzzle, right? I perfected it. It cost me so much credits, man. It cost me so much credits. I need to improve upon this particular one, right? And of course, some of these needs to be improved upon. But yeah, the burn boost, still, that's going to be what it is, right? And as for Shakri, I think all of you guys are aware by now, alright? I think hers is pretty fixed, the way to build her. And this is going to be, I'm using Gueno, alright? And this is going to be my attachments. I need to try to see if I can get better ones for both of them, right? Still trying to improve my burn one, but recently I've just been farming the hydro one as per usual. So yeah, with that being said, that's going to be it for this particular video. Let me know what you guys think of the burn team composition. If you guys want to check out the other team, basically is hydro team, right? And you want to see the rotation for that, you can check out the Springfield video, link right here in the description, so you guys can look for that. With that being said, I think Qiuhua is in line with what the CN players said about her. Alright, so she's very, very strong, but she's not as versatile because she only fits in one slot. So if you guys want to hyper invest in her, think carefully, or maybe you can wait until the end of the her banner to get a confirmation of who is coming next. Alright, maybe it's Nikita, maybe it's some of the electric characters. We'll see. With that, subscribe, give this video a like. I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a nice day. Goodbye.